I'm going to call to order the 958th meeting of the Directors of MSAD 27. Roll call.
Christine.
Here.
Shannon. Joe. Rosemary.
Here.
Donna.
Here.
Tanya.
Here.
And Toby. We have a few adjustments, and I put a new copy. It's a white copy. Under items of business, old business, we're going to table the alternative education proposed change to our June meeting. And then under items of business, new business, items for information, we have a resignation. You're going to add a resignation of a Fort Kent Elementary Ed Tech 3.
So we're going to period of public participation. Do we have anyone signed up? No. Next item, approval of minutes from last meeting.
I make a motion that we approve them. A second.
All those in favor? Approval of financial statements for March 2026. Anything, Lucy, that sticks out? No.
No, just do one time.
Perfect. Anyone want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Donna makes a motion. Have a second? Christine seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous. We got rid of the old business. New business, items of information, retirements.
So you should have a brief retirement statement in your packet from Peter Karen, and he is providing his notice of intent to retire at the end of June 2026.
We don't need a motion to
We
accept
do.
it. Oh, we do.
Yeah. So if anyone
So
wants to
moved.
make a motion, Donna makes a motion.
Second.
Rory seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous. We have a resignation, right?
Yeah, and I put a letter also with your adjusted packet. We received notification late last week from Mandy Moore that she will be resigning for her position as Ed Tech 3, and her last day will be June 1st, 2026. So we need to accept the resignation of Mandy Moore.
So moved.
Donna makes a motion.
Second.
Christine seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous. We have no transfers, new hire.
You should have a new hire notification in your packet, and that is from Mr. Doucette, and he is recommending Veronica Italian for the full-time social studies teaching position at Valley Rivers Middle School. Veronica's been on a several-month-long interview, and she's doing an awesome job. I know that everyone that's interacted with her has been amazed by her willingness to quickly adapt and step in, and gives hope to the future of the teaching profession. So we hope you accept this recommendation.
I make a motion we accept it.
And I second it.
Perfect. Any discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous.
Vee, did you-
Congratulations, Vee.
Congratulations.
Did you want to give a speech, Vee?
They told me I didn't need to prepare one.
It's only 10 minutes.
I talked all day.
Oh, I know
And
you can talk more.
congratulations, Peter. Your
you.
retirement has been accepted.
Thank you. Couldn't wait to accept that, right?
I won't have to wear bright clothing
Nice
anymore.
bright color, I'm very impressed.
We
Just
have
for you.
the number 2.
Yeah, we have another, recommendation for hire, and you should have a letter from Ms. Jill Kelly and Mr. Doucette. They are recommending Cassidy Chenard for the special education ed tech one-on-one position at Valley Rivers Middle School.
Perfect.
So moved. Second.
Perfect. Any discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous?
We do have some openings, but there is movement towards all of those, looking
Nice.
to have interviews this week and into next week for most of those positions. So we should be taking those to you for the June meeting,
Nice.
barring any things that happens, but we hope to take that for you.
Perfect. 2025, 2026 budget.
Yeah, we need to approve the transfer of no more than 5% between cost centers. It's something that we do every time we're ending the school year. It allows Lucy to make sure that we can balance the budget by allowing that transfer. It's the maximum allowable by state law. But we would need a motion to accept that.
Looking for a motion to approve the transfer of no more than 5% between cost centers for the 2025, 2026 budget.
So moved.
Right, Donna,
So seconded.
in a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous. And then we can recess.
Yep. And we'll have a motion to adjourn at
Okay.
the end of the budget hearing.
Do I need to make a motion to get out of this one?
Nope.
Okay,
We're just recessing.
all right, well, that's it.
Bring your name tag and your water bottles.
Article 1A is to elect a moderator to preside at the meeting. Do I have a nomination?
Vernon Bonville?
First for Berman, do I have a second? Second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Berman, you're hired. Mr. Zibby, I'll have you come swear in Mr. Mondo.
Please repeat after me and raise your right hand, please. I, Berman Bonville,
I, Berman Bandel,
do swear
do swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and of this state,
and of this state,
so long
so long
as I shall continue
as I shall continue
a citizen thereof,
a citizen thereof,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I do swear
I do swear
that I will discharge to the best of my abilities
I will discharge to the best of my abilities
the duties incumbent on me
the duties incumbent on me
as moderator of this meeting
as moderator of this meeting,
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and the laws of the state,
the laws of the state,
so help me God.
so help me God.
You got the job.
You can sign, if you want to, before me, that'd be me, right underneath here. Brandon. Thank you, Chair.
Before Berman gets started with the articles, I do have to share with the public some information about our school revolving renovation fund. This is something that we were awarded several months ago, and I'll just give you some quick highlights. $1.17 million in critical upgrades, and that is at the tune of 70% forgiveness from the state of Maine, so that there's a minimal local impact. These are the projects that are in the fund. We're going to be replacing underground fuel tanks at both Fort Kent Elementary and CHS. Perimeter fencing at Fort Kent Elementary, entrance regrading for this building, similar to what we did at the elementary school, where we made the seamless transition into the building for wheelchair users. Same thing's going to happen at this building. Interior chairlift at this building, senior wing bathroom at this building, and attic alarms. You can see the dollar totals on the side. The biggest project in this is those the fuel tanks, and typically the state does not fund fuel tanks, but Mr. Benedetto was very thoughtful in the language he put in the application, addressing the proximity to the Fish River and how that could be an environmental catastrophe. So we were awarded that portion of the grant. So safe zones at Fort Kent Elementary School is going to be some fencing to help, especially where the parent pickup area is in that area. Again, the sloping for the entrance here at this building is part of this. Chairlift by the library wing, bathroom renovation to have some ADA compliance. And then attic alarms for the fire. $1.1 million, $824,000 are forgiven by the state of Maine, and that remains a $353,000 local responsibility. That is a 0% loan over 10 years. So there is no interest on the loan that we must pay back. And that's all I got.
Okay. If I don't speak loud enough or I speak too loud, let me know. Article 1, to see what sum the district will be authorized to expend for regular instruction. Your school board recommends $6,539,040. Do I have a motion? I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 1? Seeing none, all those in favor please signify. Any opposed? Article 2, to see what sum the district will be authorized to expend for special education. Your school board recommends $2,674,885. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 2? Seeing none, all those in favor please signify. Any opposed? Article 3, to see what sum the district will be authorized to expend for career and technical education. Your school board recommends $0. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 3? Seeing none, all those in favor of Article 3 please signify. Any opposed? Article 4, to see what sum the district will be authorized to expend for other instruction. Your school board recommends $429,905. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 4? Seeing none, all those in favor please signify. Any opposed? Article 5, to see what sum the district will be authorized to expend for student and staff support. Your school board recommends $1,343,615. I have a motion and a second. Questions or comments on Article 5? Seeing none, all those in favor please signify. Any opposed? Article 6, to see what sum the district will be authorized to expend for system administration. Your school board recommends $793,385. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 6? Seeing none, all those in favor please signify. Any opposed? Article 7, to see what sum the district will be authorized to expend for school administration. Your school board recommends $849,640. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 7? Seeing none, all those in favor please signify. Any opposed? Article 8, to see what sum the district will be authorized to expend for transportation and buses. Your school board recommends $941,060. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 8? Seeing none, all those in favor please signify. Any opposed? Article 9, to see what sum the district will be authorized to expend for facilities maintenance. Your school board recommends $1,790,470. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 9? Seeing none, all those in favor please signify. Any opposed? Article 10, to see what sum the district will be authorized to expend for debt service and other commitments. The school board recommends $0. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 10? Seeing none, all those in favor please signify. Any opposed? Article 11, to see what sum the district will be authorized to expend for all other expenditures. Your school board recommends $0. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 11? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify. Any opposed? Articles 12 and 13 raise funds for the proposed school budget. Article 12, to see what sum the district will appropriate for the total cost of funding public education from pre-kindergarten to grade 12 as described in the Essential Programs and Services Funding Act, and to see what sum the district will raise and assess as each municipality's contribution to the total cost of funding public education from pre-kindergarten to grade 12, as described in the Essential Program and Services Funding Act in accordance with the Maine Revised Statutes, Title 20A, Section 15688, the recommended amounts set forth below. Appropriations and assessments. Town of Fort Kent to appropriate $6,913,650.59, and the town will raise $1,802,260.34. The town of New Canada will appropriate $489,943.74, and New Canada will raise $182,427.59. The town of St. Francis will appropriate $799,746.55, and St. Francis will raise $188,731.16. St. John Plantation will appropriate $410,760.92, and St. John Plantation will raise $135,950.41. The town of Wallagrass will appropriate $1,283,751.58, and Wallagrass will raise $330,891.09 for a total appropriation of $9,897,853.38, and the total to be raised locally of $2,640,260.59. Do I have a motion? I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 12? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify. Any opposed? Article 13 will require a written ballot. To see what sum the district will raise and appropriate in additional local funds, recommended $2,694,036, which exceeds the state's essential programs and services allocations model by $2,694,036 as required to fund the budget recommended by the school board. The school board gives the following reasons for exceeding the state's essential programs and services funding model by $2,694,036. The state of Maine's essential programs and services formula does not provide for the actual costs of operating expenses, plus full costs of such things as special education, substitute teachers, supplies, equipment, professional development, athletics, and co-curricular expenses, system administration support, increased cost of heating, energy and diesel fuel, operation of plant, cost of transportation of students over long distance as we have in MSAD number 27. Do I have a motion? I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 13? If not, you will move over to the right and we will do the written ballot. The voting results are 26 yes and 0 no. Article 14 summarizes the proposed school budget. Article 14 is to see what sum the district will authorize the school board to expend for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2026 and ending June 30, 2027. From the district's contribution to the total cost of funding public education from pre-kindergarten to grade 12, as described in the Essential Programs and Services Funding Act, non-state funded school construction projects, additional local funds for school purposes under the Maine Revised Statutes Title 20A, Section 15690, unexpended balances, tuition receipts, state subsidy, and other receipts for the support of schools. Your school board recommends a total of $15,362,000. Do I have a motion and a second? Do I have any questions or comments on Article 14? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify. Any opposed? Article 15 raises and appropriates funds for the school nutrition program. To see if the district will appropriate $876,665 and raise $191,665 as the local share for the school nutrition program, with authorization to expend any additional, incidental, or miscellaneous receipts in the interest and for the well-being of the school nutrition program. Your school board recommends $876,665 and $191,665 raised locally. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 15? Seeing none, all those in favor of Article 15, please signify. Any opposed? Article 16 authorizes the continuing education program and raises the local share. To see if the district will appropriate $344,290 and raise $108,084 as the local share for continuing education, with authorization to expend any additional, incidental, or miscellaneous receipts in the interest and for the well-being of the continuing education program. Your school board recommends appropriating $344,290 and raising $108,084 locally. I have a motion and a second. Do I have any questions or comments on Article 16? Seeing none, all those in favor please signify. Any opposed? Article 17 authorizes the creation and use of reserve funds if costs exceed budgeted amounts. Shall the school board be authorized to establish an energy reserve fund for electricity costs and heating and transportation fuel costs that exceed budgeted amounts? Transfer $75,000 from the Capital Reserve Fund to the Energy Reserve Fund and expend from the Energy Reserve Fund as needed in the discretion of the school board. Your school board recommends a yes vote. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 17? Seeing none, all those in favor please signify. Any opposed? Article 18 authorizes a transfer to a reserve fund and a reduction in local tax assessments in the event of an increase in state funding for public schools. In the event that the district receives more state education subsidy than the amount included in its budget, shall the school board be authorized to use all or part of the additional state subsidy to increase the allocation of finances in a reserve fund approved by the school board, and or decrease the local cost share expectation as defined in Title 20A, Section 15671, A, Paragraph 1 and B, for local property taxpayers for funding public education as approved by the school board. Your school board recommends a yes vote. I have a motion and a second. Questions or comments on Article 18? Seeing none, all those in favor please signify. Any opposed? Article 19 authorizes the expenditure of grants and other receipts, in addition to amounts approved in the preceding articles. Shall the school board be authorized to expend such other sums as may be received from federal or state grants or programs or other sources during the fiscal year for school purposes, provided that such grants, programs, or other sources do not require the expenditures of other funds not previously appropriated. Your school board recommends a yes vote. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on Article 19? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify. Any opposed? That is the final article. I would like to let you know that the referendum vote on this budget is on June, which is a Tuesday. That'll be the referendum vote on this total budget. Thank you all for coming, for taking this nice evening off.